What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing today. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you all my current fragrance collection, which you can see right here. It's not super small, but it's also not huge as well. I know that there are some people out there who literally have hundreds of perfumes, and I'm pretty new to fragrances, so this is definitely a beginner friendly collection. And when you first start building your collection, you start to realize how expensive it is to smell good. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So I basically built a collection that has fragrances for pretty much every life moment or event. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right on into my fragrance collection. My personal favorite types of scents are warm scents. So things that are like chocolatey and sweet and musky and just give you that almost like cake, bread, just like warm feeling, if that makes any sense. And that is why the first fragrance that I purchased was the Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. As soon as I smelled it, I was like, that's me. This is me in a fragrance. This is a very musky and woody scent. It's very warm. It's almost masculine, but not too masculine, because at least on my skin, you can definitely smell those sort of like vanilla undertones. I do get sweeter notes when I first spray it on my skin, but the longer it stays on my skin, the more I get those sort of like deeper, woody, musky, but also like the sweet vanilla notes as well. This I'm wearing all the time right now, probably like every other day. I love spraying it on myself, like just working from home or hanging out at home, and just like getting a whiff of it on my wrist or on my inner elbow or like on my clothes. I love just getting a little sniff. Like I can just smell it out the bottle right here, and it smells amazing. This is very much a cuddle weather fragrance, so great for a date night with the bae if you guys are doing something sort of like warm and just, you know, cute and cuddly. Another thing to note about Replica is it's literally what the name says. So all the fragrances are essentially supposed to be reminiscent of different moments in life. So the feel and the vibe and the scent that you would get from that moment is literally packed in this bottle. And speaking of the bottle, can we just take a moment, because she's a beaut. I love that it's clear, but it has this like fabric label on it. I think that's so cute. And then the next fragrance up from that sort of like deep woodsy musky scent is this one, and this is the Chloe Nomad. So this is actually the first scent that I've ever had in life. Someone actually purchased this for me as a gift because I smelled it in Sephora and I loved it. And this one is interesting because it has those warmer sort of vanilla notes, but it also has almost like more floral notes as well. This one, according to Google, is actually a floral scent, which is interesting to me because I don't necessarily get super floral from this. I get a mix between floral and musky, so maybe that's just how it comes off on my skin. Top notes are maribel, bergamot, lemon, and orange. Base notes are oak moss, amberwood, patchouli, white musk, and sandalwood. Interesting that they would say that this is floral, because you definitely get those base notes of like the white musk, sandalwood, amberwood. So again, I'm not crazy. It is a nice mix between floral, sort of like lighter scents, but I definitely get a lot of those more deep, musky, woodsy scents. This is another bottle that I absolutely love, and I actually got this in a gift set. So I have the fragrance or the perfume, I have the lotion, and I also have this the little baby right here. I have the little baby version, which I can just like take if I'm traveling or just keep in my purse if I ever want to refresh my fragrance. Layering really does help to make this last longer. So if I just put a little bit of the lotion in the areas that I'm going to spray and then spray this on top, this lasts so much longer. Occasions that I would wear this to, it's a little less cuddle weather, a little bit more like fun cold weather, if that makes any sense. So like, I don't know, maybe something where I'm going ice skating with my girlfriends, something a little bit more fun and less of a romantic occasion, if that makes any sense. And of course, the bottle on this one is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I'm just gonna go from the warmest and muskiest scents all the way to the lightest, more floral, playful fragrances that I have. One step up from the Chloe Nomad is this fragrance that I have right here. This is the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. This to me smells like a hotel on the beach. Like, it smells like sand under your feet and ocean. It's definitely warm because it has that wood sage, but it's not warm like fireplace. It's more warm like almost like a palm tree, if that makes any sense. Like trees and sand. I'm making no sense here, I'm sure. I'm just gonna read the description. It says, this is an aromatic fragrance. Ambrette seeds open up the fragrance. Their textual quality wraps the scent with an aura of sophistication. This is a very sophisticated scent. Sea salt illuminates the heart. The crunchy nature of sea salt brings both texture and a sense of freshness. Sage defines the base. It is woody with earthy, aromatic tones that bring a natural depth. That is literally this in a bottle. For this one, I did only get the travel size because this is my travel fragrance. So whenever I'm going on a beachy vacation, this is what I'm gonna go for because it just embodies a vacation. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't stop smelling it. It smells so good. One thing I will say about this fragrance, and I have seen reviews on Jo Malone that kind of say the same thing, is this one doesn't last super long, at least not on my skin. So I probably have to refresh this maybe every 3 hours or so. So I normally just kind of carry it with me and, you know, just spray 1 or 2 sprays throughout the day just to refresh the scent. So if you're looking for something that lasts all day long, this may not be the one for you. Next, I have another Maison Margiela Replica fragrance, and this one is Bubble Bath. First off, I'm probably gonna end up with the whole collection by the end of this year because there are probably 3 scents out of the whole collection that I don't like. And this was one that I could see myself wearing every single day. At first, I just got the travel size because I wanted to test it out. I had purchased the full bottle of the By the Fireplace, and I was like, let me just see how often I use it before I spend the big bucks. And when I tell y'all, I use this almost every single day that I'm not going out, I'm not going to some sort of activity or event or having a special moment where I want to smell like something specific and I just want to smell clean. It smells so good. This is a floral woodsy musk. Top notes are soap and bergamot. Middle notes are lavender, jasmine, and rose. Base notes are white musk, coconut, and patchouli. I like to spray this right when I get out of the shower in the mornings, or even after I take a bubble bath in the evening time, right before I go to sleep. I spray some of this on and it just smells so good. It literally smells like a bubble bath. How did they do it? I don't know, but whew. So I have the travel size that I will take on vacations and trips with me. And then this is just my at-home everyday bottle. Next is my grown and sexy boss woman walk into a room and command it. Just, you don't even have to say anything because your fragrance says it for you. This is it for me. And this is the YSL Lib. This one, I honestly was conflicted about at first because I saw so many reviews on this one and everyone loved it. And then I went to the store to smell it for myself, potentially purchase it, and I loved it, and then I hated it, and then I loved it again, and then I hated it, and then I loved it again. I literally spent like 45 minutes, not even exaggerating, going between, should I buy this? Should I not? Should I buy this? Should I not? Because to be honest, for me, I can't really put my finger on what I think this smells like. And for me, that was conflicting. I should be able to describe the smell if I think it smells good. And I just cannot describe this smell except for this reminds me of what my mom used to smell like when I was a kid. And it's not necessarily that it's the same scent. It's just like there are certain types of scents that just scream, I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. And this just screams that. It's sophisticated, it's sexy, it literally just commands a room. It's strong, but it's subtle at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. I'm just going to read the notes off for you guys. So this is Oriental, and it says top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, black currant, and petite grain. Middle notes are lavender, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes are Madagascar vanilla, ambergris, musk, and cedar. That is a variety of scents, and I would say that's pretty accurate, at least from, you know, my experience with the fragrance. The bottle, absolutely to die for. Like the YSL logo across the front, this sort of like ergonomic, is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. We're gonna use it. Like, or like symmetrical, asymmetrical, symmetrical, whatever. The top that has like all these different angles, the sort of like faux gold chain around that part. This is a grown woman fragrance. And this, in my opinion, is perfect for whenever you just want to command a space or command a room. So when you're getting dressed up to go on a really nice fancy date, I think even a black tie event or just some sort of formal event. I also think that this would be great for a job interview. Obviously we're doing interviews virtually now, but an in-person job interview, just spraying this very lightly, again, it just gives off, wow, this woman is on her stuff. I feel like I've raved about this for a little too long, but I really, really, really love this scent. And last but not least is my most floral scent. And this is the YSL, the Mon Paris is what I'm gonna call it, Mon Paris. And I got this one as a gift from my sister on Christmas. Y'all, this one is sweet. This one is sweet, sweet. This is the most sweet floral, sort of like almost candy-ish scent that I have. It kind of reminds me of the body sprays or the body mists that we used to wear like in middle and high school, like the Victoria's Secret body mist. That's like the playful vibe that I get from it. It's very early 2000s to me. Like body mist, but a more sophisticated version of a body mist. I think this is perfect for a nice activity, hanging out with friends in the summertime. So this to me would be like outdoor picnic or, you know, something like that with a bunch of friends. You're just hanging out outside. It's a nice summer day, warm weather. Maybe you're in a field with like pretty flowers. That's what I would wear this to, just because it is so playful, not super romantic, a lot more just like hanging with friends in a very playful, warm, or hot environment. So yeah, that is what I would wear this to. I think that is it. I hope this was helpful for you guys, especially if you're more on the beginner side of fragrances like I am. Let me know down below, what is one fragrance you can't live without? For me, it's not even really hard, honestly. I would have to say it's my Replica by the fireplace. Like this one right here, this is it for me. If you got to the end of this video and you are not subscribed, I don't really know what you're doing, but I'm gonna need you to hit that red button. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.